The date is May 17th, 2000. The time is 04:32 hours. We're at the 2-6 precinct in Manhattan. My name is ADA John Venturelli, also present ADA Linda Wansell and Detective Ing Wallace. Good morning, Mr. St. Croix.
Good morning.
My name is John Venturelli. I'm an assistant district attorney. I'm investigating an incident that involves vandalism of a number of religious statues. I'd like to speak with you about this, but before we do, I would like to make sure that you understand your rights. Okay? You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to speak to me or answer any of my questions. Do you understand? Do you understand, sir?
Yeah.
You just have to speak up, sir. Okay, so
Yeah, all right.
anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You have the right to speak to a lawyer before you answer any of my questions. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be supplied to you free of cost. Furthermore, if you wish to speak to a lawyer, I will not question you at this time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You may pick and choose the answers, the questions that you choose to answer, and you may stop speaking at any time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now that I've advised you of these rights, do you still want to speak to me?
Concerning, yeah, I would like to speak. Yeah.
Okay. Would you please state your full name?
Primus St.
Okay. And where were you born, sir?
St. Lucia.
What was that?
St. Lucia.
Okay. And how long have you lived here?
9 years.
9 years?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do for a living?
Construction.
You work construction.
Mm-hmm.
The first incident I'd like to speak to you about occurred on or about September 26th, 1999. It was a Sunday. Okay? It happened at St. Jerome's Church at 2900 Newkirk Avenue, right off Nostrand Avenue. I'd like to show you a photograph of this location. One moment. Are you familiar with this location, sir?
Yes, I'm familiar with it.
Are you familiar with it? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you recall ever having been at that location?
Yes, I could recall it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yes, I could recall it, yeah.
You do recall that?
Mhm.
And when you were there, who were you with?
By myself.
You were by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you get to that location?
Because I usually travel around this area.
Okay. And would you describe the location? Would you describe that area?
It is exactly on Newkirk on Nostrand.
Okay. And what kind of location is it?
It is a place where people do. It is by a train station, which I know, and there is a church right next to it, and
Okay.
there is people selling around.
All right. And have you ever been inside that location?
Not inside, but just in the area walking around.
Okay.
Because I usually take the train and stop at Newkirk sometimes coming from work.
Okay. Did there ever come a time when you were inside the fence of this location?
Well, yeah, for this to reach that the state it is, I had to enter the fence.
And to reach the statue?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you get how did you get into the fence?
Well, usually the gates usually be open.
It was open?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember seeing the statue inside that location?
Yeah, before the accident happened this way, yes, I said before.
Okay, and what kind of condition was the statue? Was it like this? Was it?
No, it was standing up straight.
And what happened?
Well, the thing is that I just really push it with my hand. Okay, it was only standing on the concrete, and I just like put my strength on it and just threw it down.
And what happened to the statue as a result?
Well, I could remember I did knock with the hand or the face with a sledgehammer.
Okay. And you said you used a sledgehammer to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of sledgehammer was it? Could you describe that sledgehammer?
Is one of them short sledgehammer. Both sides is just it's wrong. But it's not them big one. It's the small. It's a very medium about that size. You know.
Okay. And what did you do with that sledgehammer?
Well, afterward I throw it away in a slum.
In a what?
In a swamp where I have a big pool of water.
Okay, you said you threw it away in a big pool of water.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that pool of water?
It's in Brooklyn, down at Prospect Park.
In Prospect Park?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Besides the large statue, were there any other statues around it?
They had little ones around the statues, which I knocked, which showing little children, statues, little children bowing for the statue and praying for that I did. I know I could crush it if you could see the pictures right there.
Okay. And what did you do to those littler statues?
Well, the same way I did damage it also.
And how did you damage it?
With the hammer.
You used a hammer?
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe what you did with the hammer?
The same hammer I throw away.
Right. Did you strike the statue with the hammer?
Yeah, I did.
What part of the statue did you hit?
The head.
Okay. Was anyone else with you at
No.
that time?
No.
Okay. What kind of damage happened to the statues as a result of you hitting it with the hammer?
But mostly is mostly the face or the hand will crush or the side, mainly the side of, like when they show in the garment, like, you know, it's a statue, but sometimes they have the garment a little way, you know, see, which it's hard to break, so most time it's just crushing on the side of the garment, but it's, you know.
Okay, did you strike the face of the statue at all?
Yeah.
And what happened to the face?
Most time it's just a little just crush out from it.
But what about the smaller statues?
Well, the small one is because it's smaller, is like with my strength, the head is not that strong, so it just come out.
Did the head come off each of the smaller statues?
I wouldn't say all, but a few.
Okay. But what about the hands of the larger statue? Did they come off?
Yeah.
Did you do anything else while you were there in that location?
No.
In Trump Church?
No.
Okay. Did you throw away the sledgehammer after that
No,
evening?
I had it all the time.
You had it after that incident?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, the next incident that I was investigating occurred on Sunday, October 24th of 1999, in Our Lady of Refugee Church. It's at 2020 Foster Avenue. Are you familiar with that location?
Yeah.
How are you familiar with that location?
Because I used to congregate next to the church.
You used to congregate next to the church?
Mhm.
What does that mean?
Having service.
You had services?
Yeah.
At what location were you at?
Right next to the church.
Okay. I'm going to show you a photograph. For one moment, I'd like to take a step back to St. Jerome Church, the first incident we spoke about. Approximately what time were you at the location?
About 5 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning?
Mhm.
Okay. And that would be Sunday morning?
Yeah, it will be Sunday morning.
Okay. again, we're moving on to 2020 Foster Avenue, Our Lady of Refugee Church. Do you recognize that photograph?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Do you remember being at that location?
Yeah.
And what time were you at that location?
Around in the morning.
Approximately?
About 4 or 5.
Okay. And was anyone with you at that time?
No, only me.
Just yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you get to the location that day?
Because as I told you, I congregate next to the church.
Okay. And can you describe that location?
It is between Ocean and 21st.
What's the layout? What does it look like? The actual 2020 Foster Avenue, what kind of location is it? Is there a fence?
No, well, there is fence, but there is not. It's not a tall fence. It's just a low fence.
Okay. And how did you get inside that location?
Because the fence is open wide. It's not barren. The gate, especially, it is a gate. It's not a fence.
And what, if anything, did you do at that location?
I didn't do nothing, but I did not know harm at that time. I just pushed the statue with my hand because it's a very shallow statue.
Okay. You're saying the statue was very shallow?
Mm-hmm.
And what'd you do to the statue?
I just pushed it with my hand.
Okay, and what happened to the statue as a result?
It just fall down and just break.
How did it break?
By falling on the concrete.
Did it break in half? Did it break into many pieces?
Well, when I pushed it, I just walked out, and eventually when I look and watch the news, I saw it was broken half the way it is on the picture.
Did you look back as you walked out of the location?
Well, I wasn't. I was walking. I just walked off right away. I didn't look back, because when I touched it, I figured out I didn't have to use anything on it. It was very light, So I just push it from where it's standing on.
After you pushed it and walked away, did you hear a crash or a bang?
Yeah, I heard it break down. But I didn't look back and look because I was walking off, so that no one didn't see me.
So you didn't use any tools that evening?
No.
Where did you go after that?
Well, I usually stay in Brooklyn on the Sunday, by the bedrooms, and then I congregate with. So mostly because it's right next to the church.